So I'm here in Ibiza. I guess start saying it like the locals, Ibiza. I'm here in Ibiza and at the beautiful new Casa Flow project. And I'm sitting down to chat with my new friend, Manuel Ehrensperger.
Yeah,
Did I get it right?
Ehrensperger.
Ehrensperger. Sorry.
Ehrensperger.
Emmanuel Ehrensperger. Better?
Perfect.
There we go. So, new friend that I met earlier this week. We went on a beautiful hike together. Emmanuel is the founder of the Ibiza Hike Station. And during our 2-3 hour hike, you shared your story with me of how you left Switzerland and moved to Ibiza to find yourself. And it led to you hiking in nature, which led to you creating Ibiza Hike Station. And I was so impressed and inspired by your story. I just knew like we have to sit down and have this conversation because your story, your journey, what you've been through and the changes you've made, I can relate to a lot. You know, leaving a very prestigious, successful career to pursue something you're more passionate about, something that resonated with you on a deeper level. And thank you, first off, for joining me to sit down and share your story. As you said, you don't tell your story too often, so I'm happy that you accepted my invitation to share. And I know that people are going to find this conversation super inspiring because there's a lot of people out there who, they don't love their job. You know, they're driving to work and they're like, oh, what the fuck? You know, they're even though they might have the most prestigious job, pays well, they've got all the perks and bonuses, but they hate their job. But it's their identity, it's who they are. So they don't even know how they could ever walk away from that. But you did. You walked away. You said, no, I'm choosing something different, and you left. So, you know, I would love for you to, you know, just share a bit about what was your life like back then? If I was to meet the Emmanuel 5 years ago, who was that guy?
So thank you first of all to invite me.
Yeah.
And to join the hike together was very nice to hike together and to have this. Remember, I was listening to you.
Yeah.
I was 5 meters ahead, but I was listening our conversation about life.
Yeah.
And this is the outcome we start a conversation. Remember? Yeah, 5 years ago, you will have find a beautiful man with a Prada suit, or maybe Gucci suit, or maybe John Ford suit. Beautiful family, beautiful apartment. On the newspaper every day, good life, shopping, going to Marbella, going on the seaside for the weekend, skiing, etc., etc. Sometimes this life we dream of, the successful, material, going to party, traveling, etc., etc. Until that one day in my sofa, exactly like this.
Yeah.
I was like this, home, after 25 years working in a luxury business. And always I work in management and top management, like CEO, senior vice president. And like this, tomorrow I will resign.
Wow.
And the day after I resign. So obviously the first reaction, the people close to me was very shocked. But me, I was very, very sure what I was doing. Because at this moment, I realized that, I was not happy inside. I was fulfilling what maybe people want, my mother wants. Manu, you need to be the best, you need to be successful. Look, my friends, the friend looks always talk about success, money, material, etc. And I've said, yeah, but this for what? If inside is not, I finish the day and everything for what? Why to have one things, two things, three things, four things, like car, like suit, like etc. So I just resigned. So 5 years ago, I was like very successful, I would say. I was also very happy what I was doing. I was enjoying because management is about people, it's about supporting people, like have a vision and going to that vision all together. So always this I enjoy. But one day I just say, no, let's do something else.
Now, what were you feeling or what were you experiencing leading up to that moment where you said, I'm done? Because it sounds like you made that choice with a lot of clarity and real confidence, and you just knew it was time to change. Because for me, even though my job was, I was successful, many businesses, had all the stuff, there were things in my life that weren't working. There were certain patterns, certain behavior, just certain things were repeating itself in my life. And I knew that, okay, something needs to change here because I keep trying different things, but I keep getting the same result. So something needs to change. And I didn't know what that change was. I just knew that there was a different side of me that I hadn't explored yet. Because obviously, no matter what we change in our external world, no matter where we go, there we are. So whatever issues we have within us, we're going to bring that to any situation. So I knew there needs to be a shift within me, and that shift required me to really reevaluate my values and really reprioritize what's important to me. Do I need to have that Maserati still? Do I need to have the Tom Ford, the Gucci or whatever anymore? And I was like, no, because having all that, I realized I'm still empty inside. So I knew that the superficial materialistic things that I was pursuing wasn't bringing me the happiness that I wanted, but that was my lifestyle. So I realized, okay, I need to change who I think I am in order for me to really figure out what I want. So I was feeling resistance, I was feeling frustration, I was feeling sad and lonely. So there was a number of things that were going on within me that had me lead up to making that choice. But you were very clear. One day you just knew, okay, that's it, I'm done. So what were some of the signs? What were you feeling or what was going on that had you just be so clear on that day that you're done?
Look, this is not come from like this. This is because my story. And if I go a little bit back forward,
Please, yeah.
It's my third chapter in life.
Okay.
Big chapter. First chapter, I was chef.
Oh yeah.
Cook.
Okay.
And I started at 60 years old.
Wow.
Why I was chef? Because when at school at 60 years old, when it's mandatory, you have an exam, it's famous exam. If you don't pass exam, you cannot go to university. I didn't pass this exam. It was a drama. And for sure all my friends passed, most of them, and me I didn't. And so you cannot go to university due to an exam. Not because you are clever, not clever. For that, this was a big frustration, so what I can do. And I was one a passion, always at home, we cook. Said, I want to do the hotel school in Lausanne, what is the most prestigious and famous in the world. Why? Because it's the first one, it's a Swiss hostel school, very famous. And at this time, I will do chef, I will do professional formation. That at this time, that we perceive it not a failure, but you need to go to university, education, etc., MBAs. So I was a little bit put apart, and all my friends, why are you doing cook, chef, on the kitchen, etc. Not like today that chef now is super trendy.
Yeah.
30 years ago was not like this. So make me always in my out of control to start this profession formation. So 60 years working in the kitchen. But my goal, I always have a vision. And from 16 I said, I want all this frustration, especially also with my parents, always said, you must be successful, always this success in my mind. I want to be a big CEO in my life, that I achieve it. But I start here. So I said, I will do the hotel school in Lausanne. So I did this, and this was already a difficult situation to take, but I did it. I enter, I passed successfully, I become chef, and I enter in the hotel school. This was one topic. But also another topic when I was in Switzerland, also very successful. I was just 25 years old. I was manager for all the franchises in Switzerland. And this moment, I fall in love with the woman in Madrid, in Spain. It was the pesetas, not still the euros. And I fall in love. I went to Madrid. I saw Madrid, so much life. Wow, what is this country? Amazing. And was exactly the same. I came back from this trip. I resigned tomorrow. And was on the big group at this time, also in a program, top management. In Switzerland, you have a good salary, good life, etc. Let's go for the adventure. I resigned, and this time I remember like 5,000 euros on my bank account. I said, I leave everything. We take a truck with my bags. 2 friends went with me to Madrid, and I start from scratch Madrid. No job, no Spanish. And 3 months, due to my good job in Switzerland, I start again a new career in fashion in Spain with no Spanish. But I start the job. I remember the first meeting, everybody was laughing because my Spanish was, yes, bueno, etc. I cannot really sell a very good collection because I was selling good collection, but adapting me to the country, etc., I achieved it. And in Spain, I did a beautiful career until the CEO, and also this out of comfort zone make when I see you, well, it's no adventure anymore. Let's go for a new one. And for that, I did already 2 times, and also small things I really break. I said no, like marriage also. When I was get married, and 3 months before, I said no, because I really feel it's not for me. But the pressure around you, it's so strong. So you need to have the courage to just say no and move forward.
Now it sounds like you really trust your gut. Like you really listen to your intuition.
Totally.
Yeah.
Completely.
So where do you get that from? Because a lot of people, you know, they get that feeling. They know that there's something I shouldn't be doing. Maybe I shouldn't marry her. I want to be in Madrid, but I've got a comfortable job. But something within you says, no, I'm going for it. So where does that, how did you learn to trust your gut like that?
Again, I think I learned during when I was kids, when this experience, when you need to go out to survive, to find yourself. But yeah, I don't know how to explain. It's life is a hike. I'm hiking, but life is a journey. You know, you see everywhere. Like it's a walk. You just need to. I never had this. I don't want to be controlled. Never was with external topic, because if you listen around you, it's it's fear everywhere. When I went to Spain, why are you going to Spain? It's pesetas in Switzerland. You live so good, but what it means living so good? You are CEO. You have big money. Why are you doing this? You are famous. You can do another CEO, but this is your goal. It's not mine. Me, what I want is wake up in the morning and have movement and live and have an adventure, because the life is so short, especially now. It's so short. You want to live. And me, after today, if it's repeating something, I cannot. So, and I have no fear, I think, to have tomorrow nothing, because nothing is everything. And when I...
Yeah, that's an interesting perspective, because a lot of people think to lose everything means that, oh my God, I've got nothing. I'm starting all over again. How am I gonna pay for groceries? How am I gonna have a place to stay? But you see having nothing as freedom.
Completely. Completely. Why? Because we need to trust in ourselves.
Absolutely.
For sure. If you have, so health is the most important, because if you are healthy, you can take care about yourself and take care about others. For sure, if you are not healthy, sometimes can be more difficult. For that, sometimes you need help. You can move forward, but this maybe it become limitation. But if you have health, you are who you are. Whatever. If you go whatever country, wherever you go, you will be yourself. If you are good in Switzerland, you will be good in Spain, you will be good in Costa Rica, you will be good everywhere. It's you.
Yeah.
This is never will change.
Yeah.
And the world is, so the people appreciate you in Switzerland, they will appreciate you. So sometimes we are afraid about this barrier, if I move, what's happened? No. You are still yourself. And next you have your own capacities. You learn many stuff. You have many things to bring, but everywhere. So, for sure, when you move, you go out of comfort zone. It's like a period of adaptation, of emptiness. It's like, whoa, what's happening here? I have no job, no friend anymore. But this is come back. Just question of time. It's coming back. Yeah. Immediately.
So it's about believing in yourself and not listening to the external influences, and just knowing that, you know, you have whatever you need within you, that even if you have to start all over again, you know you've got the ability, the resilience, and the determination to make it happen.
Absolutely, you need this, and also we always forget we need others, because the other also has a, you know, I'm here in Ibiza for a woman, not because I love Ibiza and I'm a fan of party, not at all. I came to Ibiza, okay, it's for 4 days vacation. Why I will live here? No, it was a woman. She invited me. And you need to follow also people. Many people, they give your hand in the moment of your life. And this we never forget. Because sometimes I hear we can do everything by your own, etc. I think this is not 100% true, because we need others. Others help you to move forward. Sometimes we need to listen what is going on around you. Maybe you are in your country and someone in the part of the invite you, hey, why you don't come here? We start something together.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe, you need to say no and take his hand, and why not?
Why not?
Let's go.
That's
if you
it.
feel it, let's go.
Yeah.
And try it.
Yeah, I remember when I told my friends and family and people that I worked with that I was going to move to Costa Rica, that I was getting out of the clubs and restaurants, and I'm going to move to Costa Rica and start something new. And people are like, really? You're going to leave all of this to go live in a little jungle town? Like, I'm sure many of them were thinking I was crazy. And they said, well, what if it doesn't work? I'm like, if it doesn't work, I get on a plane and I come back. No big deal. You know, but for some people, the thought of possibly failing, the fear that things can go completely wrong stops them from even trying. And just like you said, when there's an invitation, when the universe gives you a sign, like, hey, maybe you want to come check this out. And it could come in the form of a beautiful woman inviting you, or it could come in the form of a new, business opportunity or whatever it may be. It's about listening to your gut and following through with that and trusting it and just believing that, okay, maybe the universe is trying to tell me something here. And you go and explore it. And if it doesn't work out, it's okay. You can always get on a plane and go back. Like you said, starting over again, there's a great freedom in that. Because when I moved to Costa Rica, I moved with 3 suitcases. My whole life was in 3 suitcases. And it felt it was freedom. It was liberating that I don't have to worry about all these things anymore. It was just my clothes and some personal items in a suitcase, my dog, and I can start over and I can be anyone I want. I can clear the slate and create a new life. And for me, that was so exciting. But for many people, that would scare the shit out of them.
But exactly, and me also I left with these 3 suitcases, exactly the same feeling.
Mm-hmm.
So because if you have material, it's good. Why not? If you enjoy it, one of my best friends have many cars, it's his passion, perfect. But he leave it good. He's in relation what he's doing. But as I said before, also to discover this, I went 800 kilometers just when I resigned as CEO.
Mm-hmm.
I said, I need silence. Because when you are in this, especially big cities, job, always you have noise, always. So I went 800 kilometers walking in silence, alone.
Mm-hmm.
Santiago de Compostela, the name, Way of St. James. And especially there, when you walk, is no danger. So it's really, logistically, it's very easy. So
Okay.
you really can concentrate on yourself and not too much on the logistic, water, where to sleep. This is very easy. But it's 800 kilometers.
Wow.
And
How
also,
long did that take?
I take 21 days.
21
One day I stopped because I was a little bit injured in the feet. But very nice because this way the people respect. When people approach you to speak, you said, I'm in silence, people move away. But at the end, when I finish, what I figure out, what was my quote all about this, how I found out. And I found to go far in life, you must go light. It's the same as with the image of the backpack. If your backpack is very heavy, you can walk 5 kilometers, you are tired and you cannot move. But if your backpack is very light, you can go really far in life.
I like that.
It's the same with food. We need a little bit of food, but if you too much, you start to be heavy. You don't move again. The same with money. If you have too much money, what's happened? Worried, etc., etc. So you need a little bit of money, but not too much. You don't. The same the house. If you have 3 houses, you need to take care about everything. If you have a small house, in 2 days you can remove your house, and you don't need to spend everyday time to take care about your house. You can really take about yourself. And this philosophy helped me a lot. And now I try to be as light as possible. Now tomorrow I can move. If tomorrow in Japan, let's do hiking, I don't know, something incredible in Japan. If I feel, let's go, I will do it with no doubt. Now I feel good where I am.
Yeah.
When you feel, you don't need to move always, but this is what will happen again.
Yeah. So before you began that 21-day journey, was hiking a passion of yours from before?
Totally.
Okay.
I was hiking in all the shopping malls in the world.
Okay.
Look, I never hiked before.
Okay, wow.
Really few times. Sometimes you're a Swiss guy, so
you're hiking the
you are a hiker.
Yeah.
No, you are a guide. No. Always I said, no, I was on management and market visit. So always when I do market visit, this is true, I always like to walk. In the city I was doing bicycle and walk for a long time. Why? Because when you go, you're on the same speed of the life. You can observe everything, except in nature. In the city, the same. If you go by car, by bicycle, whatever transport you cannot see as good when you walk. Same running is too fast. So always when I did a visit market, and I did many, always sometimes the day before, the day after, I stay and I walk all the street. When I was going to leave to New York, during 4 days before to start to work, I did all Manhattan walking, every street to observe. Shopping mall, I said shopping mall because I visit mostly all of the shopping malls around the world, the big ones, and always walking. And after the commercial street, store after store. And this also is why maybe I resigned of this luxury business, etc. Is always the same. I was looking every shopping mall, you travel, and this is a little bit a reflection about the tourism, you travel 24 hours or 12 hours to arrive to the place. Let's go to the shopping mall. And shopping mall is the same, the same brands, it's beautiful. And people have the right to have the shopping mall the same in the other world. But it's very similar. So I was very frustrated. But people were so proud to show me the stores, but it was exactly the same in New York, in Shanghai, in Hong Kong. So this is a globalization. And in nature, what I found, everywhere is different. Everywhere. But where you live, literally, if you look around the corner, it's beautiful. And also I learned many times hiking in the city to discover the beautiful building. For example, when I was living in Barcelona, all the market visit, so many times when the team, instead to go to lunch, we went to walk in the street, in an exposition, in a cathedral, whatever it is, to see the beauty of the city. And this is always our joy. But yeah, it was a urban walking hike.
Got it. So now, when you moved to Ibiza, and you moved for your relationship, how did you begin hiking here? Because from what you shared with me before, you just started hiking for your own mental health. You started hiking because you just wanted to get out and explore Ibiza. But how did that evolve into Ibiza Hike Station? Like, what's the journey there?
So the journey, I will start yes to all. You know, first chapter was cook. I come from New York. Someone asked me, why you don't do in fashion and you take leave? Yes, why not? I don't know nothing about this field. Yes, let's do it. Go to Switzerland to yes, let's do it. So first, always I say to people in the hike, let's go to oh no, I'm afraid. Always we start with no. Say yes, and let's go. Say yes to all. And I love, because at Swarovski at my time, the factory was yes to all. I love this. But it's really sexy. So here, I was hiking when I arrived, because a restaurant and club is not a lifestyle. It's nice, it's entertainment, it's a big placebo. You need a little bit to escape, you go to the club. And restaurant, you cannot go every day in restaurant. You have a beautiful restaurant in Ibiza. So I said, I need a more healthy lifestyle. But everywhere, everybody is talking to me about Ibiza, the beauty of Ibiza. But always I'm going with the same beach, in the same places. So I start to go by my own to these places, and I thought, wow, what is this? What is? And it's empty. There was nobody. I was a little bit scared. The fear and the little bit the stress was on me, because I was alone in this beautiful space, nobody. I don't know the island, but I start fighting with my fear to this beautiful place, sometimes very difficult. And always I was taking pictures. And when I was going back in the nightlife, people, what have you done today, Manuel? Because I was not working. What have you done? No, I went this place. And always the same reaction from people living 10, 20, 30 years in Ibiza. Where is this place? I said, you don't know? No, I don't know. I've never been there. Oh, I bring you. Okay, let's go. This is how it starts. And people, they start to rediscover Ibiza, but the other side of Ibiza, the nature part. So this is how it starts. Until one day, because they say, Manu, why you don't do this? And my super ego, no, I'm not a guide, I'm not a Sherpa. Ex-CEO, I want to do something big. You know, the ego was still here.
Sure, the identity.
But one person, Marco is his name, he came to me, put literally money on the table, was symbolic. Hey, Manuel, I want to be alone. I want you hiking with you, alone. You train me and you show me this beautiful island, because I'm here so many years, I want to see that with you. And this is how it started. And this was a breakthrough, and I said, why not? And from this, and always I'm thankful to him, I'm hiking with him tomorrow, by the way, we now are friends. But for that I said, always is someone who push you, not intentionally, but push you, and you say, oh yes, why not? and say, yes, why not? Why not guide? And I start to do the licenses, all the process to be legal. That is very important. And I start. But at a moment you need to say yes, and your ego, and just do it. And was one of the best decisions in my life.
Yeah, amazing. And I've been to Ibiza many times before, but I knew it as a crazy party island. You know, like, because that's what you think of Ibiza, the DJs, the big clubs and all that. And when Lewis and Ariel from Casa Flow invited me to come to Ibiza to possibly host retreats here, I thought, Ibiza retreats, that's crazy. Why? They said, no, you need to come and you need to see the other side of this island. And that's why I came during this time, December, it's dead here. And that's why our beautiful friend Leslie told me I need to meet you, because he said, Emmanuel is going to show you the other side of Ibiza. And I know when we went on our hike together, you were I could feel how proud you were to take us to these spots that other people don't know about. And you were able to provide an experience for Alex, Nadia, and myself that we wouldn't have had that experience if it wasn't for you. Where you took us, we're not going to discover that on our own. So you're able to share what has been so helpful for you with other people. So do you sense the fulfillment of serving a purpose with your hikes and the journeys that you take people on?
Yeah, completely. First of all, I really love the statement, sharing is caring.
Yeah.
And this is literally this. When I go hiking, it's like a friend. I'm so happy that others can discover what I've discovered. And also I feel, because I come from this urban CEO, stressful life, and now I'm on the paradise every day. I hike every day. Every day I see the paradise.
Yeah.
You see, because I want to see it.
Yeah.
So to sharing with people, when someone send me an email like today, this I'm very, very proud of. They send me now emails. Can we book? We are here between June, July. Tell us when you are free, and we will organize our trip around.
Wow.
So people are thinking in 6 months they will walk 3, 4, 5 hours with me.
Yeah.
So when they arrive, me is like friend. It's like, wow, let's enjoy together.
Yeah.
So, and every day when I take these pictures, this video, always I say, wow, it's so beautiful. And this is really, I want to give everything that they really feel what I feel every day. And for me, and also due to hiking, walking helped me to going out of anxiety crisis due to the world. Yeah. Because when you are CEO, it's nice, but it's a stressful job. So this is cure me. Now it's 4 years I'm in Ibiza, never been sick.
Amazing.
Only I took the COVID due to my son, but because he came from Madrid, but I never sick, I never flu, I feel completely agile, etc. So I want to also other people, when they come from the city, they can just a moment, just release, just relax, just breathe, and just enjoy the beauty. And Ibiza, it's cool because you don't need to do to Everest, organize a trip for 2 weeks to go somewhere. Yeah. In Ibiza, you take your car, 20, 30 minutes, we walk 30 minutes, and after 30 minutes already, boom, wow. It's beautiful.
Yeah, the views are incredible.
Exactly.
Like that first place you took us, like we got up to the top, it was just like, we had a 360-degree view of all of Ibiza, and it was wow.
But you see, the trip is quick, so very quick you can feel this.
Yeah.
And also all this many part of Ibiza we are very lucky until now, is no mobile connection. So people can disconnect. It's no mobile, so no. Yeah. So really going every day with people from all around the world is really a gift, and really sharing with people, I love it.
Yeah.
It's true that coming from management 20 years, always working with people, because guide, maybe the most tiring part is you have with people, the energy. Yeah. I feel your energy. And so you need to love people.
Yes.
And love people whatever they are, whatever they come from, whatever their religion, whatever, it's no matter, just a human being. We put a t-shirt, a shirt. Yeah. This is amazing, because here all the stuff disappear. In 4 years, no one show off. Yeah. Like maybe if you go to a restaurant, you have the watch, you have the t-shirt, you have all this. Here is nothing. Yeah. And everyone, from the top CEO, top supermodel, top people, family people, people from workers coming a hike. I see we are all
on the same level. Yeah.
Same level.
That's beautiful.
And everyone is beautiful. Sometimes they say, Manuel, when you share the hike, do you have tough people? No, everyone is beautiful, but literally everyone.
Yeah.
And this is nature give to us, I think.
And that's it. And nature is a powerful form of medicine. You know, when we are in the vibration of the trees and the ocean and the mountains, there's a frequency, a harmony within nature that naturally heals us. So if we're stressed and we're anxious and our phone and we're all caught up in our day-to-day grind, when we can unplug and spend time in nature and just be present, walking, looking around. You know, several times you stopped us and you said, hey, pick up this flower, smell it, or, you know, take a look over here, you know, just listen. And you were helping us to appreciate the different experiences along the way. And, you know, medicine comes in many forms, of course. There's a pharmaceutical medicine, but nature is the original medicine, and we take that for granted. You know, something as simple as going for a 45-minute walk in nature with your phone off, quiet, just slowing down and appreciating can be healing on such a deep level because it allows our nervous system to just calm down and just reset itself. And, you know, of course, there's breath work, there's meditation, you can go on a retreat, you can work with a coach. There's so many different ways you can cure or minimize your anxiety and stress. But the easiest way and the cheapest way is turn your phone off, go for a walk near the water, go for a hike in the park, just sit down, just breathe, just be there, just take it all in. And, you know, a few people who I've talked to about you and about your shift, you know, they ask, well, like, how does, like it's such a big change in lifestyle, a big change in money, change in all of the perks that you get being the CEO of a luxury brand. And of course, having the money and having the nice things are nice, but nothing's better than having that fulfillment. You know, from being a restaurant owner, a club owner, owning 8 companies, I used to make a lot of money. However, I'm so much happier now making a quarter of what I used to make. But I'm doing something of purpose. I'm doing something that's helping people change their lives. And to me, that's worth so much more than money, because I believe when you get up and you love what you do, you're able to create a great quality of life. You don't need all the fancy things anymore. So for you, making that change, I'm sure it was adjustment in lifestyle, adjustment in expenses and things you could afford before versus now. How did you handle that transition of, you know, shifting careers? And for many years, I think you said for a couple of years, you weren't working. You were just here exploring. So how did you navigate that transition? How were you able to make that?
Oh, this is a big question. But first of all, about the medicine, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I read from a Harvard Business School an article that one of these doctors over there, they said hiking is one of the most healthy sport you can do. Effectively, I absolutely agree. And said on top, if you do 8 kilometers. I fully agree because I feel it myself. Because hiking, walking in nature, involve all your senses, beautiful views, the sound, silence, nature, the smell. When you see you speak less. That we should do in our life, speaking less, silence. You move, but it's not like running where you have impact.
High impact, yeah.
It's very no impact at all. It's agility because you move everywhere. It's no pollution normally because you have a good environment. So it's super healthy. And also in terms of meditation, because this is from the Buddhism, also when you're walking meditation, because you need to be focused where you walk. Because if you speak in the same time you walk, you can fall down, you can hurt yourself. Yeah, during my hike, when I see the hikers, people from all over the world, they are busy. The agenda is like the same in your life in the urban city.
Yeah.
The vacation, everything is organized. Yeah. We have the hike with Manuel from 3 to 1, 1:30 to 4 the beach club. Yeah. After we have the tennis, after we have the paddle, etc., etc. The people don't release. And I think the time is one also the most precious things in life.
Absolutely.
To have time.
Yes.
And when the people come to hike and say, hey, it's 3 hours. Oh, it's too much. We walk 3 hours? Don't worry, it's like 5 minutes. They don't trust me. When you start a hike, when you start, there's no iPhone because there's no connect, so they disconnect from the iPhone. Shirt, t-shirt, they disconnect from everything. Beautiful place, breathtaking view, they disconnect. They're on the beach, like this. Apparently one, we have the beach club, we have the lunch together. We reserved this months ago, we cannot skip, we need to go. I said, but are you not good here? This is, you will come maybe once a year. Why you just relax? Just stay down, cancel the restaurant, no problem. No, we should go. For sure, it's good to have the lunch because you want to be with your friend. But the meaning is I see so many stress. And during the vacation, is no space to improvisation. Is no space to think. Yeah, you feel good. So again, the people, they come to Ibiza. Oh, I went to Ushuaia. I went to Pasha. I went to Ibiza Hike Station. I went to jet ski, etc. Again, you do because you need to show to everyone, I can and I have done. No, just come 1 week and do nothing. Just go on beach, take a sandwich. Do nothing. If it's full the restaurant, don't go.
Yeah,
no
people
problem.
have that fear of missing out. You know,
Exactly.
they see what's happening on social media, on Instagram. They want to have the photo. They want to post the story that they were there also. And if they don't go, and then they see the posts and they see what they think they missed, you know.
But this is about your conversation to, you don't need that. But yes, you feel alive because you can show to others, I'm in. I have this, I have been to whatever super restaurant. That is very good, it's not the point. But try to, when you go vacation, you must sometimes reserve because it's full. But if everything is fully booked, what's happened? Nothing. It may be good because you go just on the beach, like before, a small picnic. Many people say to me, oh, it was much better like in the 16 when the beach was empty, it's too much people, August is crowded. Sorry, half Ibiza is empty, like the 60s. If you walk like 2 hours, take your picnic, walk like the hippie at this time. Slowly walk. But in the 16 was no road. It was difficult to go. But they take all the day to go to the beach. Imagine today, you say someone, just go from your house, go walking to the beach, like it's maybe 2 hours. Take a picnic, water with you, sun cream, and just lay down on the beach.
No, but they want to go to the busy beach that has a DJ where they can post the photos.
You see it, champagne, this, exactly. That is fine time to time because you have fun, this is a social life.
Sure.
It's super cool. But the other parts, and just do it. And when you do it, the people realize, yes, we need nothing. It's true. And the hike, one of the most funny, I have a hike, very special hike, it's 4 hours. It's no phone, it's 4 hours. So we have this conversation, it's good to be here, wow, we are relaxed, you don't have phone. And one point, we're going up. And when we go up, when really the hike finish, we go up the hill, we pass the hill, and rapidly all the mobile, boop, 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 boop. And in 1 second, everyone is back on the phone, answering this. Incredible, the shift. But it's in 1 second. It's always the same. I observed this moment. I said, 4 hours talking about, wow, we are good, breathing, healthy life, mindfulness, breathing. And when we back in 1 second.
Yeah, these devices, they've got us addicted. They're the biggest addiction.
I think so.
Yeah, and that's why having those brief moments where you're disconnected from technology and you could reconnect with yourself and reconnect with nature are so important. And it happened to me by accident. Like when I moved to Costa Rica, I didn't think that I was going to go on this big solo journey. I just knew I had to get out of Toronto and leave the city. But spending that time alone on the beach where I could just let all my shit come up and just be in the healing environment of the jungle and the ocean. I didn't plan it. I didn't intentionally choose to create that experience, but it happened organically. And that's why I'm such a big proponent, always suggesting people, go to nature, go hike, jump in the ocean, climb a mountain, just turn your phone off and just get out there, even if it's just for an hour. It makes such a big difference. And that's why, I admire what you're doing. I see the importance of it and the impact that it can have on people. And even though they might come on that hike and they get that 4-hour disconnect, but then they're back on their phone, a part of them is going to remember how good they felt when they were disconnected.
Totally.
And hopefully that moment is enough to inspire them to do it again. And maybe do it again. And eventually it becomes their new hobby. And who knows, maybe one day they'll wake up and say, I'm quitting my big fancy job. It's time for me to do something new. And maybe that'll be the beginning of their journey also.
I think it is, and I saw now with the second season, and so many from the first season they come back.
Mm-hmm.
I have hikers coming back 20 times already.
Wow.
20 times.
Wow, amazing.
Others 10 times, 12 times.
Mm-hmm.
And always, as you mentioned, they remember. It's a memory for life,
Yeah,
going hiking.
that's it.
And I forget, just last but not least, very important topic. It's always me when I do meditation on a hike, small one, because it's the silence. Because when you walk, apart we don't have the device, but we are together, a group. And the group, many times, they are speaking about their life. So many times I'm joking with this, but people I see so many times, hey, they are hiking in a beautiful, we are in Ibiza, most beautiful area, but they are talking about Tulum,
Yeah.
ou Bali, ou Kilimanjaro,
Yeah.
ou the ski. They are not in the walk.
Yeah.
You remember Tulum, how beautiful? Who they asked me, wow, you know this place is beautiful. I said, yeah, I know, yeah, it's beautiful. And when I stop, when I see that, and I say, can we walk in silence? And I say, because now we are not here. We are in Tulum, in Bali, or in the story you are talking about.
Yeah. Yeah.
We are not here at all. And this happens in restaurants. You know, restaurant, well, education, the phone. If I'm talking to you, I look at the phone, I'm not with you. This is, you know, you are not connected.
Yeah.
Or the food. Sometimes you eat, a chef prepare like all the day, but you're talking about the story. You are eating automatically. The hike is the same, the mindfulness, to be connected. And to find this, you need silence.
Be
the
present.
same for be present. The same in your life. If you want to change your life and to move on, you need this silence. Because always you are talking feedback or listening, you are not in silence. You are not here, you're not with you.
Yeah.
And this for me, the silence also, the time, it's important to have free time, silence, and just walk through your journey. And this is quite simple, but need to be a lot of discipline.
Yeah, I love what you said. You know, to go far, you need to go light, and I think that's an important message that people should remember. That to go far, you also don't need to go alone. You can do it in community. You can do it with other people. So travel light, travel with community, and most importantly, as you know, trust your gut. Listen to your intuition.
Oh,
You know, it'll always guide us. Our intuition is our higher consciousness. It's our soul that's giving us those whispers of advice. But we have to find the stillness, and we have to be present, and we have to be quiet enough to listen to the whispers. Because if we don't listen to the whispers, if we don't listen to those little messages we're getting, then eventually the universe will give us a big warning, a big slap, and then it'll send us a message that we can't not hear. And you know, clearly you made a very significant choice in your life to follow your intuition, to follow your heart, and it's brought you here to Ibiza, and now you are sharing your medicine with people in the beautiful mountains of the island. And you know, I'm super grateful that we had the chance to meet. You know, again, I believe there's no coincidences ever. You know, when Leslie told me I need to meet you, and then our friend Alex Z said, hey, we're going on a hike with my friend Emmanuel. I'm like, I want to meet that guy. And you know, we discovered you're also a Leo, August 12th. And I love what you shared earlier, because when I asked you your last name, Ehrensperger, you said that you just discovered recently what your last name means.
Yeah. Means mountain of honor.
Mountain of honor.
So
there you go.
Such a coincidence.
So you are fulfilling your destiny. You are honoring the name, and you're showing people the mountain of honor. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I look forward to being back here in Ibiza in May, and I look forward to joining you for many more hikes and to explore the island, because as you said, there's so many beautiful beaches and areas of this magical place that most people never see, because they're at Pasha or they're at Ushuaia or wherever. So, you know, for any of you watching or listening, when you come to Ibiza and you want to see the real beauty of the island, contact our friend here, Emmanuel, through his Instagram. I'll put all your handles and stuff down below, but book well in advance, because he's a busy guy now, you know, and be open to see a different part of what this magical place has to open. Skip the day party one day, and take those 3, 4, 5 hours and just get out there, because it will be one of the most memorable experiences. Like, I bet those people who left the hike early to go and have lunch at Jodal or one of these fancy places, while they're eating their meal, they're probably thinking, I wish I was back on that beach. I wish I was back on that hike, It's, sometimes we don't appreciate something until it's gone, and when you're in nature and you're in that moment, just be present, breathe it all in, and just be there, because that's I think the thing that robs us of the most joy, is not being there fully present to enjoy the richness of the moment. We're already thinking where we need to go, the email we need to reply to, or some other future moment, and yeah, I think it's so beautiful what you do. So thank you for being you, and for sharing your medicine, and for the amazing hike, and for sharing your story with everybody here who's listening and watching. And yeah, I look forward to coming back in the spring and discovering more Ibiza with you.
Well, no, but thank you, as you said. Thank you to share, to invite me.
Yeah.
For me also, when our conversation, I was living a little bit my life. So thank you to share with the audience my story. And yeah, I'm waiting to you to come back. We have a lot to do.
Yeah, for sure.
And hike to get high, I said,
Hike to
next
get
year.
high. I like that. Yeah.
Find this height in your life. And yeah, I'm waiting you, and really happy.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, my man. Appreciate it.
Stay.